Time to get moving, time to get grooving. Today we're gonna get you fired up about fitness. Let's go chat with Jimmy and Lisa. Oh, what's up, guys? Hi. How you doing? You ready for the show? Monday.
Here.
I see that.
Katie's
Coming in
here.
hot as always.
No kidding.
What's
Good
up?
to see you guys. You're looking great.
So are you?
Thank you.
Little underdressed
New.
for the show, Katie.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you pointed that out because I would have been concerned if you didn't point that out. And here's why I'm a little underdressed, a little ready to go for some fitness.
Oh.
Okay, because here's the deal. It's the new year.
Right.
We're about, on kind of the second full week of January, and people could either be wanting to start still, kind of like I'm ready to get healthy.
Did I miss the window?
Did I miss the window? Or people have started and they're like, you know what, this is just not for me. So we kind of want to get a little help with that today. We want to make it a little bit easier. It doesn't have to be so complicated.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So Jimmy's our expert. Just kidding. All right. We've got Erik Schreiber over there on the Mid-South Audio stage, and we're going to get some help, all right?
Go get some
You guys
help.
just sit tight, and I'll do the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
No.
I like what you did there.
Bye, guys. See you later. What's going on, Erik?
Whoa.
Time to do some fitness with you, huh?
You look like you're ready to rock.
I'm
yes.
totally ready to rock. Okay, but here's the deal. So I know we're talking about, time of the new year and resolutions, but I think it can be pretty overwhelming even to start for some folks,
yes.
right?
And one of the biggest pieces of advice that I can give you or anybody else is to not overthink it and try to just keep things simple. If you're not currently doing anything, you can start nice and easy just by going for a walk, whether it's outside, you'd have to bundle up today, or if you're a member of a gym, just start nice and easy on a treadmill and just walk to start.
Yeah. What are some of maybe the biggest mistakes people make when they are starting?
I think maybe setting goals that are a little bit too large.
Yes.
We want to keep things simple. You want to do what we call SMART goals. So specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and then set a time frame in order to get those goals accomplished. So I want to lose 1 pound by next Friday, and then set an action plan in order to accomplish that. It doesn't have to be, I want to lose 30 pounds by this date. You can't lose 30 pounds without losing 1. So keep it small, keep it simple.
Is that how you work with your clients at CustomFit360?
When a client comes to us and they sit down, we get the broad picture of what they want to do, and then we break it up into smaller segments. So that way it makes it much easier. And then when you start saying like, okay, I've lost 2 pounds, I've lost 3 pounds, I've lost 4 pounds, 6 months from now, then maybe you've lost that 30 pounds. But when you start with the 1 and 2, it gives you a lot more self-efficacy to help encourage you and motivate you to keep going.
Right, and for some folks, it might even not just be losing pounds, right? It could be building, right?
It could be building muscle. It could, any goal, that you have, you want to start slow. Especially if you're a beginner. If you've got a little bit, more experience, then you can kind of jump into things. But when you're just starting off, which is typically who we work with for the most part, you want to start a little bit slower.
Sure.
Yeah.
And something I know you guys are very into is doing it safely.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Especially when it comes to warm-up protocols, there's a lot of information out there that's not necessarily wrong, but just outdated possibly in terms of when to stretch, how to stretch. In the beginning of your workout, you don't want to necessarily stretch to where you're holding the stretches for a long period of time, because that actually relaxes the muscles. And if you're getting ready to start an exercise regimen, you don't want to be relaxed, you want to be warm. You of course want to have some extensibility in the tissue, but you don't want to desensitize the muscle so it's not ready to perform.
Yeah. So can you show me a couple examples of some good stretches to get going here?
Sure. We don't have anything to hold on to, but one thing in terms of like stretching your chest, getting your shoulders warmed up, some of the basic stuff that you used to see, just getting heat and movement in those muscles. You can go back and forth, this way. I like to do you reach and kind of hold for a second, you should feel a big stretch in the,
Yeah.
Now if you can't get all the way down, that's okay. Just kind of get down to where you feel a stretch, hold it for 2 to 5 seconds, and then back up. And then you're back down and back up. So I want you to come feet together.
Feet together.
And then step.
And
And this is also something that you probably have to do in everyday life too. You have to step and reach. And as you get loosened up more and more, you can reach further and further.
Yeah.
You can do the other side
Yeah.
to kind of get things, ooh, I'm a little tight today.
Flexibility has never been my thing, Eric, I'll tell you that.
Well, it's one of the things that we want to focus on the most, especially as we age, because we want to be mobile throughout the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you ready to work out a little bit?
I am ready to work out a little bit. Let's take a quick break. We'll get our stretches on, and then we'll come back a little later on in the show and get that workout on.
Let's do it.
All right, be right back.
Boom.
Boom!
Down. Breathe out. 9. Inhale down. And blow up. Push yourself up. 10. Good job.
Woo!
Good job.
That's tough stuff, Eric. All right, again, we're over here on the Mid-South audio stage with Erik Schreiber of CustomFit360. Earlier in the show, we were doing a little warm-ups, talking about getting healthy for the new year. Could be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be.
Nope, we want to keep it simple. And a lot of these exercises, a lot of things that you can do to help be healthier or accomplish your goals, you have right at your own home. So even if you're not ready to start an exercise routine at a gym, you can still start at your house with simple household items, things that we have here. So one is a chair.
The chair.
I think everybody has a chair. The reason why I especially like this chair or any chair is if you have issues with your wrists, right? So a lot of times people have arthritis and things like that, and pushing down on your wrist like that can be uncomfortable.
Sure.
So we want to keep you in a neutral position so your wrist isn't bending like that. This is going to be a lot more comfortable on the hands, on the wrist, and you can still, even if you can't get all the way down, you know, ooh, I'm popping, snap, crackle, pop.
Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, and that's hard. I was just doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to help build upper body strength. You might get, your heart rate's going to be elevated, things like that.
Volleyball.
So volleyball. If you've got a ball at the house, now this might seem interesting, like, well, what's he going to do with that?
Yeah.
But hand-eye coordination and neuromuscular efficiency is a big thing. So if you want to get your heart rate up, you can just kind of dribble the, dribble this thing around the chair like 10 times.
Check this out.
Oh,
we're on the chair. All right. Yeah.
There you go. You got to be able to move. As when we're younger, this seems like cakewalk, but as we get older, things like that get a little bit more challenging.
What if I do this, Eric?
Look
at that. Look at that.
I can't even do that.
For 3.
Dunk it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Now, we also have a dumbbell here. If you don't have a dumbbell, I think we've shown milk jugs and things like that.
Yeah.
But in everyday life, you might need to pick something up. So this is our row. So we have a push, we have a pull. Let's try that out.
Yeah, all right.
Try that out.
Pick it up from right here.
Yep. Give me your left hand on your knee to brace.
Here.
Step this foot back a little bit.
Yep.
There you go.
All right.
Keep that back straight. And you want to try to retract your shoulder blade there. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Couple of these puppies will do it.
Yep.
Right?
Boom.
Also, we want to shout out to our friends at DSN, Delmarva Sports Network, for all the equipment here.
Their equipment
Yeah, I
here.
love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. Let's switch sides so we're not uneven.
Yeah, that would be, I wouldn't feel good about that, Eric.
Yeah.
All right.
And then while she's doing that,
Yeah.
I'm going to bowl. No, I'm kidding. This is something else that we had here in the studio. And I would use something like this for a step and a reach. We're going good there.
Sorry, yeah, I was getting into
Yeah,
those
you were getting
rows.
into it?
Yeah.
But like if you're wanting to pick something up, you want to step, pick this up. So you're hinging at the hip. Again, we do a lot of, we live in 3D, so we move in all planes of motion.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we want to make sure we're efficient with. Try that on. So just step towards me and reach.
So I put it down?
Yep, and just pick it back up. There, step all the way over.
All the way over here?
Bring your feet back together.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yep, and then
And
step
then another.
again.
All right.
Yep, so that way you're getting some movement in, you're burning some calories.
I can definitely make everybody think this is like a 20-pound ball too, maybe. You know
brace
what I
in
mean?
your core there.
Oh, yeah.
To help protect the spine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Eric, I think is really cool is I think people probably think of like going to a gym and working out with you guys as like you're gonna be like, get that ball, and that's not what you guys are all about.
No, we keep things as simple as we can. We try to translate everything that we do in the studio to help you be more efficient outside of the studio, because that's where we live. You're only in the studio for an hour, at a time. Hopefully 3 hours a week, but the rest of those hours are spent doing things outside of your home or outside of the studio. And we want to make sure you're as efficient as possible, reduce your risk for injury, keep you healthier. If you have weight reduction goals, moving in itself is going to help do that.
And we're excited because we're going to have you on the show every Tuesday sharing some tips and tricks.
Yes.
So what do you have planned for us for that?
Well, one of the first things we're talking about, again, is keeping it simple. You don't have to overthink things. I think that on social media, there's a lot of things that people see and they say, oh, well, that's really cool, but there's no way I could do that. And I think that might deter people from starting. Another one is having patience. You're not going to get there right away, but if you're consistent, you will. So have patience, stay consistent, keep things simple. There's small ways to progress your program, which we'll talk about more in the future.
Good stuff. Well, Erik Schreiber, CustomFit360, thank you so much for everything. I'm gonna work on my push-ups here.
Here you go.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay. Make sure you breathe in on the way down and breathe out on the way up.
Got it. All right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna check in with Jimmy and Lisa over there. How you guys doing?
Jimmy, get over there and.
Are you kidding me? I'm breathing hard from watching her do it.